Who was Napoleon Bonaparte and why is he so important in history? This question sets the stage for our exploration of a man whose life and deeds left an indelible mark, not only on France but also on the entire European continent. Born on the 15th of August 1769 on the Mediterranean island of Corsica, Napoleon Bonaparte was originally slated for a spiritual career. Yet, as destiny would have it, the young Corsican found himself irresistibly drawn towards the realm of politics and military affairs. His journey from Corsica to the grandeur of the French Empire is a tale of ambition, strategic brilliance, and an unquenchable thirst for power. Even as a child, Napoleon displayed a keen intellect and an unyielding spirit. His exceptional abilities earned him a place at the prestigious French Military Academy, a breeding ground for military leaders. Here, the young Napoleon honed his tactical acumen, strategic foresight, and leadership qualities. His deep understanding of warfare and his innovative approach to military tactics set him apart from his peers and marked him out as a future leader. While his contemporaries were content with traditional warfare, Napoleon dreamt of revolutionizing it. He envisioned a new kind of warfare, one that was fast-paced, aggressive, and based on rapid movement and flexibility. He believed that victory lay not in numerical superiority, but in the swift and decisive application of force. This revolutionary approach to warfare would later become his trademark, and would bring him countless victories on the battlefield. Napoleon's rise from a young Corsican student to a French military leader was not an easy one. He faced many challenges and obstacles, but his determination and strategic brilliance saw him through. His relentless pursuit of power and his ability to seize opportunities set the stage for his meteoric rise to the pinnacle of French society and politics. The young Corsican, destined for a spiritual career, found himself drawn to politics and military affairs, setting the stage for a remarkable journey. As we delve deeper into the life of Napoleon Bonaparte, we will see how this remarkable journey unfolded, and how Napoleon left an indelible mark on history. The French Revolution was Napoleon's first significant political and military stage. This was the time when the young Corsican, Napoleon Bonaparte, began to carve out a name for himself in the annals of history. Newly graduated from the French Military Academy, Napoleon was thrust into the tumultuous world of the French Revolution. He was not just a bystander in these events. Napoleon was an active participant, a young officer with a keen mind and a burning ambition. His energy was infectious, his strategic brilliance evident to those who observed him. He navigated the chaotic political landscape, aligning himself with the revolutionaries who sought to overthrow the monarchy and establish a republic. As the revolution raged on, Napoleon's star began to rise. He was promoted to the rank of brigadier general at the tender age of 24, a testament to his military prowess and strategic acumen. His rapid ascent through the ranks was not without controversy, but Napoleon was not one to shy away from a challenge. He embraced these opportunities and used them to prove his mettle. Napoleon's role in the French Revolution was not limited to the battlefield. He was also a key player in the political arena, helping to shape the policies and direction of the new republic. His influence extended beyond the military into the very fabric of French society. One of Napoleon's most significant contributions during this time was the successful defense of the French National Convention against a royalist rebellion. This victory not only saved the fledgling republic, but also cemented Napoleon's reputation as a military genius. His strategic brilliance, coupled with his ability to inspire his troops, led to a decisive victory that boosted the morale of the French army. The French Revolution was the crucible in which Napoleon's leadership was forged. It was a time of great upheaval and change, a time when a young Corsican could rise to the rank of general and make his mark on history. With his energy and ambitions, Napoleon had successfully inserted himself into the heart of French politics and military strategy. It was the campaign in Corsica that truly catapulted Napoleon to national hero status in France. The Corsica campaign, spanning from 1798 to 1799, was a pivotal moment in Napoleon's career. Though this was a military expedition, it was also a grand stage for Napoleon to showcase his strategic brilliance and indomitable spirit. Napoleon led his army through several battles, each one more challenging than the last. Yet with every victory, his reputation soared. The French public, thirsty for a hero, latched onto tales of their general's daring feats and strategic genius. Napoleon was no longer just a military leader but a symbol of French resilience and power. But even heroes have their trials, and for Napoleon, it was Egypt. Despite a promising start with victories like the Battle of the Pyramids, the campaign ended in defeat. The French forces were stranded, their navy destroyed by the British fleet at the Battle of the Nile. With his army dwindling, Napoleon made the difficult decision to abandon his men and return to France. Yet it was not defeat that awaited him in his homeland, but a hero's welcome. The public, far removed from the realities of the Egyptian campaign, saw only their triumphant general returning from a foreign land. The defeat was a mere footnote, overshadowed by the allure of Napoleon's charisma and the tales of his victories. Seizing this opportunity, Napoleon made his next bold move. He staged a coup d'état in 1800, overthrowing the French government, the consulate. The man from Corsica was now the most powerful man in France, and he did not stop there. In 1804, Napoleon proclaimed himself emperor, a title that hadn't been used in France since the fall of the Roman Empire. Despite defeat in Egypt, Napoleon returned to France a hero and swiftly claimed the title of emperor. His rise to power was not just a result of military prowess but also his ability to seize opportunities, manipulate public perception, and above all, his unyielding ambition. Napoleon Bonaparte had ascended from a young Corsican to a national hero, and now, the Emperor of the French. With the establishment of the Napoleonic Empire, Napoleon embarked on a period of successful rule. Bonaparte's reign was not merely about military conquests. He was also a visionary reformer, whose policies would impact France and Europe for generations to come. Napoleon's domestic policies were a blend of centralization and modernization. He established a centralized administration, which brought uniformity in governance across the empire. This new system ensured that orders from the top were implemented effectively at the bottom. He also introduced the Napoleonic Code, a clear written set of laws that standardized legal practices across France, replacing the confusing and contradictory laws of the Ancien Regime. This code, emphasizing equality before the law and protection of civil liberties, remains the foundation of French civil law to this day. Napoleon also reformed France's financial system, establishing the Bank of France to stabilize the nation's economy, which was in shambles after the Revolution. This move not only restored financial stability, but set the stage for economic growth. He also modernized the education system, setting up lyceums, secondary schools for boys that prepared them for civil service and military careers. In addition, Napoleon worked on infrastructure, commissioning the construction of roads, bridges, and canals. These projects not only created jobs, but also improved transportation and trade, further bolstering the economy. Napoleon also prioritized religious harmony. He signed the Concordat with the Pope, which ended the decade-long feud between the French state and the Catholic Church. This move not only brought religious peace, but also earned him the support of the Catholic majority. However, Napoleon's most profound reform was perhaps his reorganization of France into departments, governed by prefects appointed by him. This move consolidated his power, ensuring that the entire country was under his direct control. In essence, Napoleon's rule was a period of sweeping reforms that touched every aspect of French society. His policies centralized power, modernized the nation, and set the stage for France's emergence as a world power. Napoleon's rule was marked by a series of reforms that transformed France into a modern society and a powerful world nation. However, even the greatest of empires can fall. Napoleon Bonaparte, a name synonymous with power and strategy, met his downfall in the cold lands of Russia. The year was 1812, and his audacious invasion of Russia proved to be a disastrous decision. Napoleon with his Grande Armée marched into Russia, initially triumphing and even capturing Moscow. But the harsh winter and Russia's scorched earth strategy left his army decimated and forced them into a brutal retreat. The retreat from Russia marked the beginning of the end for Napoleon. His once indomitable forces were crippled, leading to heavy losses in subsequent wars. The nations of Europe, having grown weary of Napoleon's ambitions, banded together in a coalition against him. The coalition's forces, bolstered by Russia and Prussia, met Napoleon's diminished army at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813. The battle, also known as the Battle of Nations, saw Napoleon suffer a crushing defeat, further weakening his hold on the empire. By 1814, Napoleon's reign was hanging by a thread. The Allied forces had marched into Paris, forcing Napoleon to abdicate the throne. He was exiled to the island of Elba off the coast of Italy, where he was given sovereignty over the island's small population. But Napoleon, ever the strategist, managed to escape Elba and returned to France in an event known as the 100 Days. However, his return was short-lived. At the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was finally defeated and forced to abdicate once again. This time, the British took no chances. Napoleon was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, where he lived out the rest of his life under British surveillance. He died there in 1821, his dreams of empire but a distant memory. Though his reign ended in abdication and exile, Napoleon Bonaparte's influence on the world stage had been indelible, marking him as one of history's most notable figures. A man of ambition, strategy, and undeniable influence, Napoleon's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of power and the inevitability of change. That's a wrap for today, folks. If you enjoyed, tap that like button. Don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe to stay tuned. The excitement is just beginning.